Sweet 16 and bold as love, the danger I've been dreaming of. Sweet 16 and bold as love, the danger I've been dreaming of. Sweet 16 and bold as love, the danger I've been dreaming of. Sweet 16 and bold as love.
Hey guys, it's KK Witchy. Hope y'all are doing good today. I'm wanting to share another tarot spread with you, and this one is known as the Romance Spread. Now this one I found online and I thought it was really cool, and I'd like to share with you. Those of you that, have lovers or new relationships or old relationships that you really want to look at and find out, what's going on or how this person feels or how yourself is feeling if you're having a hard time identifying that. So this is known as the Romance Spread, and what it is it's actually a 7-card spread, and how I set it up is a little bit different of how it's shown here in the diagram. So this, again, you will make sure that you shuffle your deck. Make sure you don't shuffle them too roughly because you don't want to mess up your cards. But you can take whatever tarot deck or oracle deck that you feel you want to use. And I'm just going to move this down that way I have room to show you guys the spread. So I'm going to move this down a bit. And how I lay it out is I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 1 would be this card, and this is kind of what's it's what your hope of finding romance in the future. So if you're not in a relationship and you're kind of looking for more romance, that would probably be the card to consult. So number 1 would be finding your hope of finding romance within the future. So number 2, will the new lover be similar to your old past lover? Now, what has happened in the past can come back and bite you in the ass if it wasn't a good past. If you guys know what I mean. I don't mean to sound very blunt about it, but sometimes you have to be blunt. And this is where you really have to look at past relationships, because past relationships do reflect your future relationships, or in my case, it always have. The people I've always picked, the people that's always been attracted to me, the people I've always been attracted to. I have a theme pattern going on, and almost every relationship does have a theme pattern. So the important thing is to find the theme, and if you are not satisfied with the theme, then change it. So number 2 would be, is your new lover similar to the past lover? Number 3, will it feel safe and secure? It's very important to feel safe in a relationship, especially if it's if you're not too sure about the person and you don't know a lot about the new person. I'm saying this with new relationships. Nowadays they have so much of the online dating things, and some people are not who they say they are, so you really have to take caution when it comes to things like that. Number 4, will there be commitment in the relationship? Again, another factor that you really have to look at that's important. When it comes to commitment, if you do want a committed relationship, then you have to make sure that you're wanting to put forth the effort as well as the other person to make it work. So commitment is a big step in a relationship. Number 5, will there be marriage? Now this is kind of a fun question because not everybody wants marriage, and you know, marriage can be a scary thing sometimes, especially if you're, you know, young or old. It can be scary. So that's kind of like a fun question. You know, will there be marriage? Will there be kids? You know, things of that sort. You can always switch that question around if you want to. Number 6, will it be lasting? Will it be a lasting, fulfilling relationship? You know, again, that's very, very important, because if you really, really like the person, you want to make sure that there's a chance that this relationship will become more than what it is. Number 7, what can be done to find true and lasting love? So if you're not too sure about the person that you're with and your cards have not come out very positive, you know, you do want some more options when it comes to romance. You know, you want to know that that person that you're looking for is still out there. So that's just another fun card. Now remember, you can always switch these cards around. You can switch the questions around. Also, when it comes to tarot spreads, they can always change. Some can change, some can't. You know, it just depends on what actions. I believe it depends on what actions you take within your everyday life to change some. So tarot's always changing, just like you know, the ocean's always or no, that's a bad example. I don't know what a good example is. But what you put forth in this life will eventually reflect on you. So whether you're doing good, it'll be good. Whether you're doing bad, it'll be bad. Whether you're doing both, it'll be both. So just remember to talk to your partner about, you know, what's going on within each other's lives and how they're feeling, and make sure you guys are honest with each other. I think honesty is the best policy. Also trusting. So thanks guys for watching. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. And if you are wanting to try this tarot spread, you can also let me know how you guys maybe tried it and how it worked for you, or if you switched some other questions around. So yeah.